You think you've seen Apple thin things down before? Think again. Today, Apple unveiled the iPhone 17 series. And this isn't just another upgrade. This feels like the start of something new. A new design, a new way of thinking about power and efficiency, and a whole new set of questions about where Apple is headed next. The world expected more cameras, faster chips, and maybe a new color. But what we got? Something that feels more like a statement than a product launch. Let's start with the biggest surprise. Literally the thinnest iPhone Apple has ever made. The iPhone 17 Air. Just 5.6 millimeters thin. That's slimmer than most pencils, and yet it doesn't feel fragile. Apple used a titanium frame that makes it feather-light, but rock solid in your hand. If you've ever picked up a device and thought, this thing might snap if I sneeze on it, the Air flips that fear on its head. And here's what makes it shocking. It's not a light version. Apple didn't strip features to make it thinner. It packs the same A19 Bionic chip that runs through the entire iPhone 17 lineup. You get blazing speed, insane energy efficiency, and the same camera system found in the Pro series. This isn't Apple saying, thin at the cost of power. This is Apple saying, thin and powerful. At $999, it's clear Apple wants this to be more than a niche experiment. They want people carrying this thing everywhere. And honestly, holding the Air might make your current phone feel like a brick. But the Air is just the start of Apple's new game plan. Right in the middle of the lineup sits the standard iPhone 17. And for once, standard doesn't feel ordinary. Apple gave it a 6.3-inch OLED display with promotion, 120 Hz, finally making the buttery smooth experience available to everyone, not just Pro buyers. Scrolling feels alive, gaming feels fluid, and even opening apps feels different. Inside, the A19 chip shows off Apple's silicon mastery. Built for raw speed, but also for power efficiency, it's a chip designed for the long haul. And then there's the N1 chip, the secret weapon. This tiny component handles networking, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and even Thread support for smart homes. It means AirDrop is faster, connections are smoother, and suddenly, your phone isn't just a phone. It's a hub for every connected device around you. Starting at $799, the iPhone 17 sets a new baseline for what people can expect from a normal iPhone. If this is the standard, competitors have a serious problem. But what about the users who want even more? Enter the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. Apple said these models would bring the biggest design change since 2019. And they weren't exaggerating. The camera system is now built into what Apple calls the camera plateau. A horizontal bar across the back that looks bold, futuristic, and honestly, a little intimidating. It's not just about looks though. This redesign houses a new cooling system with a vapor chamber. That's right, a phone that cools like a gaming PC, meaning longer gaming sessions, faster editing, and high-performance tasks without the phone heating up in your pocket. Cameras? Apple doubled down here too. The Pro line has a 48-megapixel main shooter, a new tetraprism zoom system for insane clarity at long distances, and improved low-light photography that almost feels like cheating. The front camera, 18 megapixels. Apple is signaling to vloggers and creators that this is their device. At $1,099 for the Pro and $1,199 for the Pro Max. These are the flagships that scream luxury. But they also scream one more thing. Apple's vision of what the high end of smartphones should look like for the next 5 years. And yet, the most important part of the Pro models might not even be visible on the outside. For years, Apple has been slowly cutting ties with outside suppliers. And with the iPhone 17 series, they've taken a huge leap. The N1 chip and the C1X 5G modem are both designed in-house. No Qualcomm, no Broadcom, no middlemen. The N1 chip is about more than Wi-Fi 7 or Bluetooth 6. It's about control. Apple now decides how your phone talks to your earbuds, your watch, your car, and even your smart lights at home. And that means faster updates, smoother experiences, and more security. The C1X 5G modem, meanwhile, doubles speeds compared to last year. For anyone who's ever tried to upload a video in a crowded stadium or stream a game on the go, this is Apple flexing its muscle. They're not just building phones anymore. They're building the invisible infrastructure that makes phones work better. If the iPhone 17 is a glimpse of the future, then these chips are the foundation it's being built on. But Apple didn't stop at iPhones. The event also unveiled AirPods Pro 3. These earbuds come with live translation. Yes, live. Imagine traveling and having a conversation in real time with someone who doesn't speak your language. That's not science fiction anymore. It's sitting in your ears. They also improved noise cancellation, added adaptive sound control, and now include 5 different ear tip sizes for a better fit. Little details, but they add up to an experience that feels smarter than any pair of earbuds on the market. Then there's the Apple Watch Series 11. This isn't just a fitness tracker anymore. It can detect hypertension risks, track sleep with more precision, and help people understand their health in ways that would have required a doctor's office not long ago. Slowly but surely, Apple is transforming your wrist into a health lab. Put all of this together, iPhones, AirPods, watches, and you start to see what Apple is really selling. A lifestyle where every device knows you, understands you, and works seamlessly with everything else. So what does the iPhone 17 series really tell us? It tells us that Apple is no longer satisfied with incremental upgrades. The Air proves that thin doesn't have to mean weak. The Pro models prove that design changes can be bold without being gimmicky. The chips prove that Apple wants total control of the experience, from the glass in your hand to the invisible networks around you. And the ecosystem, AirPods, Watch, and beyond, proves that Apple doesn't just want to sell you a phone. They want to build a digital universe where leaving feels impossible. It's not just about thinner. It's not just about faster. It's about building the future one subtle step at a time. Today's launch wasn't just about the iPhone 17. It was about Apple showing us what comes next. A world where your devices don't just respond, they anticipate. A world where your phone is no longer just a phone. It's the centerpiece of an ecosystem designed to keep you locked in, impressed, and always waiting for the next reveal. And if Apple has shown us anything over the years, it's this. The moment you think they've peaked, that's when they're about to surprise you the most.